The INFJ personality type is super interesting and definitely mysterious to other people. But the internet has spawned some myths about INFJs that are, well, just not true. In this video, we're going to go over 4 myths about INFJs. Number 1, INFJs are psychic. Now, this one is all over the internet. And I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but INFJs are not psychic. What we are is highly adept at picking up cues from other people. INFJs have high pattern recognition and great observational skills. We can tell what others really feel, even when their words may be saying something different. INFJs listen to their gut, they listen to their intuition, and it's often right. Now, our intuition can read one person, maybe somebody we're talking to one-on-one. It can also read groups, so maybe rooms. When you walk in somewhere, you get a feel for the room, how people are feeling in there. And then also it can read entire cultural shifts and make predictions about situations in society. So what we're really doing is gathering data about situations in another person's life or situations in the world as a whole. And then our predictions come from that data. In other words, we can see where people or society is headed. And often we do this with scary accuracy, but it's more like behavioral science than magic. So you can probably think of INFJs like a future-oriented Sherlock Holmes. Number 2, INFJs hate people. Now, it's not true that INFJs hate people, but it is true that we can't be around people for long periods of time without a recharge. People drain us. INFJs also have unique and deep interests. And the truth is that there aren't many people out there that can match those interests. It can be very tough for an INFJ to find a like-minded soul, someone that we can really relate to. Another issue is that us INFJs, we love to think about the future and we love to think about the potential of those people around us. Most of us INFJs, we're teachers at heart. We see the potential in other people, and we end up discussing things that we know the other person could do to improve their life if they set their mind to it. And since most people don't want to grow, they don't want to learn, the people can actually get mad at us. And after a while, this can cause the INFJ to start avoiding people. And this is because every time we try to help, every time we try to give someone else value, that person just ends up disliking us all the more. As you can see, this doesn't mean that we hate people. It actually means we love them and we want to help them. But ultimately, we feel rejected by them. Thankfully, there are people out there who want a relationship based on betterment and improvement. So when you find one of those, hold on to it. If this video is helping you, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the INFJ Circle. Number 3, INFJs are know-it-alls. INFJs love to study, research, and read. And that means INFJs quickly become polymaths. That's somebody who knows a lot about a variety of topics. And this is one of the reasons that INFJs can give great advice to other people. It's because when we've learned something, we genuinely want to share it with others to help their lives. Unfortunately, most people are very, very competitive, like in almost everything. A lot of times they end up treating everyday events like the NBA Finals or something. And that means when you do find something that you think will help another person and you share it with them, a lot of times they think you're showing off how smart you are instead of actually trying to help them. And this will cause some people to get competitive, and then they may start thinking you're a know-it-all, or they may even call you a know-it-all. Sadly, people can't see our motives and that our motives are pure. We're really trying to help them. So a lot of people, they can't see the forest for the trees. They're jealous that you had that knowledge instead of trying to interact and grow from each other. That's what the INFJ would love, if people would just interact and grow and learn from each other. Now, the only thing you can do in those situations is just realize, hey, that person is not worthy of my help. And that means you're going to quickly assess the interaction with this person. If it's not going well, if they're not receptive, you're going to stop wasting your INFJ energy on that person. And that's because there are still people out there who will be appreciative of you and who want and need your help. Number 4, when an INFJ door slams someone, that person often acts shocked and thinks the INFJ has changed. Now, when an INFJ is abused or when they're used, they end up usually trying to go with the flow. We almost always give the other person the benefit of the doubt, and we try to avoid conflict. But when the abusers keep abusing and the users keep using, a strange thing happens in the mind of the INFJ. Something snaps, and the INFJ ceases to care about the abusive person. Now, to the INFJ, it's simple. In your mind, you're thinking, I've given this person countless opportunities to realize they're using and abusing me, and they haven't changed. This relationship's not going to work. I'm done with this. So the INFJ then ends the relationship, and this is called the INFJ door slam. So strangely, because the INFJ gives people so many chances and then they suddenly stop, it seems to others that the INFJ has changed and suddenly become cold-hearted or something. In reality, the INFJ gave this person more opportunities than anybody else would have. And the INFJ actually made the decision to get out of that relationship little by little after each abusive act. Eventually, the cup gets full and the INFJ gets out. It's true that INFJs are unique and that they're mysterious to other personality types, but they are also essential for society and humanity as a whole. However, being different isn't easy, and sometimes it can cause us to get depressed, and sometimes it can cause us to feel like an outcast. But if you'd like to know just why you should love yourself and respect yourself as an INFJ, watch this video next.